Man, crazy day. My dog is super sick. Just trying to get everything together. Man, fucking rough ass day, I tell you what. But Puppo is freshly washed and laying out back, so I am taking a minute to have a little bit of escape and do a tiny bit of hobby, and also try out my new test setup. So I have a new mount for this camera here. This camera here is still in the old mount, the old like wiggly one, so I can move it around and stuff during battle reports. But this one here is now on a mount so it can get a better shot, not on like this big like giant in the way tripod anymore. It now has like a little ratchet and clank kind of arm thing. It's okay. The camera is, I think, maybe a little too heavy for it, so she's gonna wiggle a little, but it's not bad. It's not bad. And then we got new mic set up, which I am still working on. This is a condenser mic, so we'll see how that goes. I think it might be picking up a bunch of the background noise just watching the mixer, but I think it might be so low that unless you're like blaring me like at 1 billion decibels on your headset, I don't think you're gonna hear it. So I think that's probably pretty good. But yeah, man, it's been a fucking crazy ass day today. Oh, dealing with sick dogs since 6 a.m. So, but yeah, cleaning it out a couple minutes for some hobby and some fun stuff. So, I painted up my first bolt action mini, which is this Panther tank here. I painted up to look like the box, and then weathered it a little bit, so it's just got a little bit of mud on the treads and stuff. It should be pretty cool. I also have a commander for it who goes on the top and is magnetized, and I don't know where he went. He's on my desk somewhere. I don't know where he went. But yeah, he just clicks on the top with a magnet. It's that kind of day. I lost my tank commander. But yeah, pretty happy with it. The camo is more turquoise than it's probably actually supposed to be, but I think it looks neat. It's actually supposed to be a little bit more of like a richer green, but I do like the way it looks. I like how the wash got into the Zimmerit, which is the little lines kind of all over it. I think it looks nice and looks pretty cool. So there's a bunch of beat up here and there. I didn't do any rust or anything, but I did want to weather it a super tiny bit. Could definitely do a lot more on it, but pretty happy with that. One of the things I wanted to do today, before everything went to fucking crazy land, I wanted to build up a couple of the guys from the Band of Brothers box. This is the 2-player starter set for bolt action that I got for my birthday, which is like Americans and Germans. My parents got this for me. Pretty cool. We opened it and went over everything on stream. I want to build up a couple of the guys. One of the things is I really don't like the bases that Warlord makes. So I looked it up and it's okay to use other bases, really, as long as they're not like crazy. So I like the GW bases a lot, so I figured I would put my guys on GW bases. So yeah. I figured we'd do a couple of the guys. Do we want to do Americans or do we want to do Germans? I just painted a German tank, so I guess let's do a couple Germans. I had a whole bag of 25mm bases, and now I have no idea where it is. So that's fun. Yeah, it was like a giant bag of 25mm bases. So, yeah. Yeah. Alright, so let's look at these guys. We've got all kinds of bunch of options in here, which is pretty cool. So I think what we'll start with is I think we'll clip the bodies out, because this is 6 guys, and you get 2 of the sets of runners. So you're going to end up with 12 Germans. The plastic for these is really nice. It's like hard but also very soft. And you're going to wind up with 12 Germans. Oh, that gun broke. And a team is 5 men. So you're going to have like two teams of 5 plus or one team of 10 plus plus a couple extra dudes. So what my plan was to do was to build 2 teams of 5, and then have a couple other like extra option guys, which I thought would be kind of fun. So we'll work on one of the teams of 5 today. That should be pretty cool. Alright, so we got all the bodies out. Go ahead and just zoom that in a little bit. Here we go. Yeah, I was doing some recording testing with the mic earlier, but I also wanted to record something a little more like natural, to see if there was a lot of yeah, details so small in these, to see if there was any like problems in like a more natural kind of stream for me. So I did want to stream a super tiny bit, so we'll just make up these 5 guys and then we'll call it there, just so I've got something to check, because I am beat like a mofo after dealing with sick doggo all day. So just do a little bit of stream, just so I got some stuff to check, because the recording sounded fine. With the new mic, it seems to pick up pretty well. The only meaningful problem I saw with it was I had to boost the volume for it. One of those days, man. One of those days. Ugh. So yeah, so yeah, Papa was very sick, which is frustrating, but definitely takes it out of you. Don't want that. Gotta do a bunch of cleaning. He has made a giant mess. So, well, it's still a couple minutes for myself to test this stuff out. And so, plan is hopefully to get to stream some kind of game tomorrow. Maybe Veritwood, maybe one-page rolls. I haven't really decided yet. But stream some kind of game. Where does this leg go? I guess however I want, really. That seems to be the most fitting to me. Alright, and then we're gonna have to use super glue to hold these guys onto the bases, because some of these bases, since I couldn't find the fresh ones, some of these bases are already been used. We will do the super glue instead for bases. So when I have to do super glue for bases, what I like to do is I like to get them to stand a little bit, and then I'll come back and hit around their feet again in a minute or two after I've gotten them to stand a little bit. So we'll just get them all. Hey-o, how's it going? We are trying out new mic and such. I'm just doing a tiny bit of just generic hobby as I recover for a couple minutes from the craziness that has beset me today. So yeah, so we'll pop the rulebook. Once we get all these guys on the bases, we'll take a minute and let them settle, and then we'll pop the rulebook. Motherfucker. We'll pop the rulebook open. Because these are German grenadiers, which is like the term typically, or grenadiers, which is the term typically given to like late war German infantry. So these guys all have, or at least a lot of them have, like the Zeltbarn, which is like a tent kind of poncho thing. And they also have a lot of STG 44s, which is one of the first assault rifles ever made. Kind of like the predecessor of something like the AK or the M4. Because these guys are like later war when weapons like that were actually made, because that kind of stuff did not exist in the beginning. So I think there's rules to how many, because the STG, the like 44 is just better than like the standard Mauser rifle, just flat out better. So I think there's rules to how many you can have, and in the rule book you get where is it? You get all the rules for all the armies. That's Great Britain, which is pretty cool. There is like a second rule book for there is like a second rulebook for other options too, but this gives you enough. Alright, so there's the Wehrmacht infantry squad. They're like the generic soldiers. I think that's... yeah, so I think I do that, or the veteran infantry squad. So, let's see. Yeah, both of them are one guy with 4 men. Okay, yeah, I guess we're down here in the infantry squad stuff. So, up to 2 men can have a light machine gun. I do want to do a light machine gun. One guy has to be a loader. Okay. They can also have Panzerfausts. And then it looks like we can also just have as many assault rifles as we want. Okay, so we'll just build a mix. Yeah, we'll just build a mix. So there's a bunch of cool stuff on here. So we've got, there's the 44. Another one. There's just a generic rifle. There's the one of the machine gun crew there as an option. We got some MP40s. We've got just another generic rifle. And I think we'll do one generic rifle. Maybe like a this STG maybe. And then we'll do the machine gun squad, and then, I don't know, maybe like the Panzerfaust guy or something. So we are going to get the... go. We are going to get that machine gun crew. Okay, so here's what looks like a ammo tin for the machine gun. So that's pretty cool. So we'll pull that out. And then where's the one of the... Okay, there it is on the shoulder. Can I have him like shooting it? Yeah, we'll just do the one on the shoulder for now. There's the one on the shoulder. And then what else do we want for our machine gun crew? Probably this belt of bullets would be pretty cool. This is a cool thing to have for the machine gun crew. And then we gotta make like an NCO as well. Alright, we'll figure it out. Let's see what we got over here. There's a like pistol pouch. So that'd be good for an NCO. And then we have a couple other rifles and stuff that we could like sling or have them carrying and stuff. So like our ammo guy, we could take like maybe this guy here who's got his Zeltbahn there. Give him the ammo like that, maybe. Give him a or we could have, let's see what else. What other poses do we have? We've got walking forward. That might be a good one for the ammo guy. And then we got a guy in a short dress. This is a super... Okay, so little background on German units. Their gear was amazing in the beginning of the war, and then throughout the war they kept changing their gear, and it just kind of got worse and worse because they were just running out of supplies. So you ended up with these units where like the guys would have really like varied equipment. So you'd have like people who'd been in the battle for a long time, they'd have their old equipment still, and the guys that were new, they would have like just the newest stuff, but it was all kind of like inferior. Okay, for real, what the fuck, Glow? Glow, come on. Killing me here, bro. What you doing? So they all, by the end of the war, the guys that were fighting at like Normandy and stuff, they all had this like these crazy kits that were like just non-standard. And like on paper, the Germans were like super strict with like outfits and stuff, but they just couldn't maintain that. It just was not feasible. Because of like the production issues and stuff, because they were fighting like so many wars on so many fronts. They were just having like crazy amount of production issues. Alright, we'll give that guy the rifle, and then let's see, he should also get some kind of bread bag. So let's give him the one with the bedroll. This bread bag is like literally a food bag. And then there's their like mess that would hold like meat and stuff, and this is their canteen. The canteens were kind of weird because they specifically like God, I'm sorry. I am I am beat from Doggo Adventure today. The canteens are weird because they had these like felt covers on them, which was so the like the concept for that is that they could put water on the felt cover and it would like keep the canteen cool. I don't know if that makes a lot of sense, but that was the idea behind it. But they had these like very distinct black caps and then brown like felt covers. And the bread bag is just what it says. It's literally for food. It's literally a food bag. Other stuff we have on here, we have gas mask canisters. That's pretty cool. We'll do that. We'll do gas mask canisters. We'll do this one. And then we've got some entrenching tools too. It looks like we don't have enough entrenching tools for everybody, so. So the gas mask canisters, they could kind of be worn anywhere, because they just had like these straps on them, so they could wear them like over their chest, and it would like sit on the dead of their back, or they could wear them on their belt. So we're gonna put this guy's on his back, like that. That's what we're gonna do. These guys are really tiny. Oh my god, they're so tiny. These details are really hard to see. I'm sorry. It's probably not very entertaining to watch because they're just so hard to see. Alright, then we're going to put the little canister on his back like that. Alright, well, let's find him a head. He's not going to have a Zelt barn. So I'd kind of like him to have a helmet with a cover so he can have some of the camo as well. So I think there's a lot of options for heads on here, as you can see. I think most of these have covers on them. So I think we'll make this guy here be the guy. And then we'll do our first. Oh my god, what is with my glue today, man? What the hell, glue? Come on, you're killing me today. Y'all are seeing this, right? Oh yeah, there he is. Like aiming down the scope of his rifle. The Mauser is a great gun. It's pretty cool. Alright, let's do this walking forward guy. I think this guy will make a really good machine gun guy. Yeah, I think this guy will be really good at that. So we'll make him the ammo guy. So he's going to be carrying. Oop. Carrying an ammo thing in one hand. And then I think I'm going to make him carry like a rifle in the other. Pretty sure loaders don't get to shoot. I think they just count as like part of the two-man team for the gun. But let's see, I got a couple soft caps down here. We could do the machine gun crew in soft caps. Or we could do them in hard caps. Yeah, I guess let's do them in hard caps. Why not? Hard caps. Words. Helmets. We'll give them helmets. Kind of wish there was a regular tin pot helmet. Oh, there is. Okay, there is one without a cover on it. Okay, cool. Yeah, because most of these have the covers on them. This one doesn't, though. Because I'd like one of the guys with the Zelt Barns to have a helmet without a cover, because I think it'll look really nice. Ugh. Sorry, fat guy fixing my belt here. I know. Riveting entertainment today. So yeah, this guy doesn't have a Zelt Barn again, so we'll give him the helmet with the cover. And then we'll put the ammo around his neck like that. And then the other arm for him, I'd kind of like him to be carrying a rifle. So in worst case, I can have him dub as a rifle guy. So, or is this a... Is that a barrel case for extra barrels for the machine gun? I think it is. Piece number 33. Yep, spare barrel case. Alright, that's what we'll have him carrying. Alright, so we got a spare barrel case. I guess the gunner, he also needs a, oh, we have a bayonet. Let's give that to the guy with the Mauser we just did. Sorry, I keep seeing all these little pieces and I'm like, oh, let's give that to this guy. Yeah, let's give this guy a bayonet. Oh my god, these are so tiny. Oh my god, they're so tiny. Why are they so tiny? Oh, I know why they're so. It's because they're not heroic scale. They're normal scale. But still, Jesus. Okay. No, he's finally done. We're not doing anything else to that guy. That guy's done. All right. So we have a spare barrel case. What else do we have for the machine gunner? So we have a map case and a pistol for the NCO. Okay. What else could the machine gunner be carrying? I'm not really seeing anything else, to be honest, that I want him to be carrying. So I think we will stick with the plan of the gunner's also carrying his rifle. So he needs a right arm that's like carrying something. So it's going to be this one, I guess, here. So all the other left arms are the ones carrying something. Yeah, looks like we've got to use that one. that's going to be him there, plus... Oh, I guess his arm is reaching pretty far forward, huh? Let's see. Okay. So this guy here, you can put the rifle up on his arm. I apologize. This is probably not super riveting. Just trying to figure out what all the options do. So it does look like there's also just an open hand if you wanted to put like any gun you wanted in it, which is kind of cool. Yeah, so there's that. And then we want this guy to have the regular Tim Pot helmet. Okay, so then we have a spare barrel case, and yeah, I would have liked another right hand holding something, but oh well, it's okay. Alright, let's figure out what the rest of the guys are going to be. So, we've got this here, which is the Panzerfaust. We want to have a guy with the Panzerfaust because it's cool. So we're going to do that. They're so fucking tiny, oh my god! Alright, so we're going to have this guy here, looks like he's bracing himself to me, so we're going to have him shooting the Panzerfaust. Psh! I will say there are a lot of options on this kit, and I think there's a lot of like how do I say this? I think a lot of the pieces are not like super like predetermined 100% how they're supposed to go. If that makes sense. So like I think there's a lot of customization stuff you can do in there. Let's see, we have, what do we have left? We got this guy here, and then we have this Zeltbarn. I think I'm going to have the Zeltbarn be the boss. So this guy here is going to get the machine gun. And then everybody's going to have a role at least. And then we can figure out what other pieces we want for them. So yeah, it looks pretty damn cool. They look pretty cool, but Jesus, they're small. Okay, and this guy's gonna be the officer. Alright, so we could... I could throw that machine gun... Could throw that machine gun arm on this guy. And then give this guy just a default rifle, and I could just say he's the loader. But honestly, I like the idea of there being like a designed loader. I think that's cool. So, I think what we're gonna do, I think I will just have this guy. Can we get a rifle in there? Let's see. So I like the idea of him carrying a rifle. in addition to like the ammo and stuff. And then we'll have the guy with the machine gun carrying the extra barrels. Oh god, could I like sling the arm? Oh, look at that shit. Oh, that's cool. Oh, man. I could like actually have the sling work. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Okay. Alright, we gotta play with that. Because if he has his arm like that, and he's like holding the sling. Oh, man. Alright. These are very... Excuse me. In addition to Puppo, I'm not feeling the greatest. These are so tiny, but there's so much cool potential for kit bashing. Alright, so I tell you what. We're going to glue that arm on, and we're going to figure out a way to make it work. But we need to attach something. Otherwise, we're just going to be sitting here dropping pieces for the next fucking hour. I mean, I'm going to be super honest. That looks pretty boss, as is. So I think that's what we're going to do. A little bit of glue up in that hand there, and then I think we'll just have him carrying this rifle. And in worst case, I can have this guy sub in as a rifleman. That's pretty fucking cool, though. Alright, we'll get him a bread bag. We'll get the gunner a bread bag, too. And then we'll get this guy. We'll also get this guy an entrenching tool. Now, they wore the entrenching tools a couple different ways. They could wear them, like, on the back of their webbing. Or they could actually wear them, like, on their belts. So German entrenching tools were kind of cool. They like folded in half. The Americans got like little short shovels. The Germans got like more full-size shovels, but they like folded over. So yeah, so the entrenching tool could go like here, smack dab in the middle. I'm going to put it on the belt. There we go. And that's our gunner. It's pretty damn cool. Yeah. So that's our ammo jack. Pretty damn sweet. Okay. So we got a rifleman and we got ammo jack. And we got this guy here. He's going to get a bread bag too. I like that they molded the basic ammo pouches, like the Mauser ammo pouches, just onto these guys. That's really nice. Because having to do the Mauser ammo pouches would be a real pain in the tail. There we go. And then let's see what else. We'll give him. Well, he needs a hand grabbing the extra spare barrels. So that one there should do pretty good. So, weird little nostalgia thing. When I was growing up, I went on this weird little vacation with my mom and aunt to like Vermont or something. I have no idea where it was. But my aunt was at some convention thing speaking. And we just stayed in this weird little town. And they had this hobby shop. And my mom got me these like little soldiers. And one of them was a box of like Vietnam soldiers. I have them. They're literally right over there. One of them was like a box of like U.S. Vietnam, and one of them was like a box of like Germans from World War II. And this is gonna sound really weird. The plastic that these guys are made out of is like giving me weird flashbacks of those little guys. They were 15 mil scale, so smaller than this, but man, the plastic is really giving me like flashbacks to those. This arm does not work well for that, so we're gonna find a different arm. Maybe this one. But yeah, I don't know why. Just the plastic's like kind of soft. Actually, maybe they're made by Warlord. Actually, they might actually be made by Warlord. I don't think so, but maybe they are. I thought they were made by like Tamiya or something. But yeah, really give me like weird flashback vibes of the of those weird little soldiers my mom got me from the hobby shop in like Vermont or something. I don't remember where the fuck we were. We were there because my aunt was there, and it was fun. We ate breakfast one day in this weird place that like overlooked a cliff. It's really weird. My whole memory kind of seems like a fever dream, to be honest. Because I only remember like weird little bits and bobs of it, you know? Alright, there's the guy carrying his spare barrels for his MG42. Okay, let's see what else we can give him. What do we have over here? We have... What are those? Are those helmet covers? I think they might be helmet bits that you stick on the helmet, maybe? Let's see. This, by the way, is fucking amazing. I love this thing. This sheet. Let's see. I'm looking at piece number 7. Oh, they're for the other rifle. They're ammo pouches for the other rifle. This one here, that's a Gearwear 43. That's what they're for. Let's see. We have a map case for our NCO. This is a rocket that goes on the front of a Mauser. These are ammo pouches for different guns. Okay, no helmet pouches. Okay, that's fine. Alright, he could get a gas mask canister, because I guess this guy didn't get one, so maybe he should have one. I've been streaming for a while. I should probably go check on my husband and my doggo. Make sure everybody's okay. Yeah, let me get this guy together, and then I'll go check on them, and we'll call it there. These are cool, though. Super, super cool minis. Super cool minis. And look at that. That's a nice little bit of personality just from some, like, really fun kit bashing, you know? That'll be super fun to paint up. And then we did this guy. He was like our rifleman. He's now our foreman. Ah! There he is. He's like our rifleman. Pretty cool. And then we've got this guy, which is our ammo support guy. So these two go together so we can have a machine gun team. Oh, sorry. Yes, they go together so we can have a machine gun team. It's pretty cool. Alright, yeah, I'm going to call it there so I can go check on my doggo and my husband to make sure everything's okay. And, because I'm streaming for a lot longer than I thought I was. It's felt like it's been like 5 minutes, but it's been fucking 45 minutes already. Jesus. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and call it there. Oh, that's enough for me to tech on just kind of normal streaming. Make sure the setup's all working. And yeah, look at the bolt action minis are really nice. I mean, they're super cool. How cool that tank is. I'm going to print up some, by the way, I magnetized the tank. The other magnet that you see there, that's for the commander. It's for the gun commander. But yeah, I magnetized the tank because I didn't like it just clicking into place. It does mean there is a slight hole around it, which would probably trigger the fuck out of some people, but I'm quite happy about that because it means the paint's not going to chip. It does technically not sit correct anymore, but I think it looks nice here too. So, but yeah. So we'll go ahead and call it there, and I will go check on my doggo. Yeah, thank you for watching. I'm gonna try to stream a game tomorrow, assuming everything's going okay. And yeah, bolt action minis are pretty damn cool. But yeah.